Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another iteration of the Virginia Super Soccer League. This is week 4. The weeks might be running together for me. It might be week 5, but we have nonetheless an exciting one tonight. Estudiantes, league leaders, taking on SYC United in just a few minutes here. Estudiantes wearing their famous black and red striped kit. Will be starting left to right. SYC on your right-hand side will be wearing their navy blue with orange shirts. Both sides coming off a win last week in dramatic fashion, both 2-1. Estudiantes narrowly defeated Elite FC thanks to a late PK goal by Tim Sabine. Sabine actually scored both of the goals in that match. SYC, on the other hand, they picked up their first win of their campaign against a really strong Alexandria United side, thanks to a 2-1 victory on the back of a Gunther Jean-Louis goal, as well as a penalty kick. Watch out for Gunther Jean-Louis in this one. He'll look to make an impact in this team. Sit tight, wait a few more minutes. We will have team walkouts in just a few more moments, and then right after that, we'll get right into the game. I'm Noah Walker. I'll be with you all night. Let us know where you're watching from, who to watch, who you're supporting. I'd love to interact with you in the chat. I'll be right back with you in just a moment. Take care. Estudiantes on the line, please. Thank you. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, as promised. SYC versus Estudiantes. I mean, I know I get hyped every week, but I am especially excited about this one. I think, honestly, SYC might be the underperforming team of the season. By that, it's not a shot at SYC. It means I think they've got a ton of firepower on that squad, and I think they're just getting rolling after a couple of tough early results. They bounced back and defeated a really strong Alexandria team. Meanwhile, I mean, everyone's seen the success of Estudiantes this season after making it all the way to the championship last year and falling to a Virginia Dream side, a very tough Virginia Dream side. They've been undefeated, not just undefeated, but perfect. Haven't even lost any points via tie. So this is going to be a really excited one as teams look to get underway here. Samir Turkinov says, "Vamos, SYC." Love that. Love the support in the chat early. So far, everyone 100% SYC in the chat. Let's see who else pops in. It looks like it's going to be Piero Sotomayor and Matt Troyman standing over this as Estudiantes underway. Ike Addy, the veteran leader, distributes in the back. There's Pierce Agan giving it over to his counterpart, Kevin. Kevin out. Oh, an early turnover for Estudiantes. SYC can't capitalize, but a little sloppy. There is CJ Romanzor, another crucial piece of that Estudiantes midfield. CJ on the ball, settling things down. Ball goes out of bounds. That is Augustine Mosquera. Usually we see him more in the central part of the back line, featuring as a right fullback tonight. And here is SYC. Alex knocking the ball over to his counterpart in the back. And a little wet tonight. Oh, there's, I believe, Fuentes knocking the ball forward. There is a shot up and over the crossbar, but SYC with the early chance. And here comes Estudiantes down this right-hand side. All that quick from goalkeeper Chad Bailey. Ball out and saved by SYC. Nope. Here comes. That was Musa, took that throw in. Ike Addy in pursuit. And here comes SYC. Only so far as Omanzor. Oh, a little bit shaky in this midfield early on. It was Mondragon who turned it over. Stifling pressure from Sammy Emmanuel. Yet another player to watch in this one for Estudiantes in front of my screen. He was early on leading goal scorer for the league, still leading goal scorer for Estudiantes, but he's cooled off a little bit. Elite FC found a way to keep him in check. And last week's action, there's a good tackle by Truman on Fuentes, results in an Estudiantes throw-in. As I mentioned, wet conditions. Both teams struggling to really build in possession today so far as Mondragon receives from Bermudez. And a good turn by Emmanuel. Ball on the line, still in. Turned over to SYC. Goes back. Here come SYC. What can they find? Ball just lumped forward. Not a lot of pressure on that, and Pierce Agin will turn this to Umanzor, but a turnover, unnecessary turnover with no pressure given. Quickly won back. Estudiantes will have to lock that up as Umanzor in tight spaces fouled. He's so good in there. You know, you just think at any moment he could lose the ball, but somehow doesn't, usually. SYC will certainly be familiar with him. Umanzor, that is. He's kind of a well-known player in the area. He likewise with SYC. Well cleared at the back by SYC. And ball out to Ramsey Hassan. Speaking of well-known players, Hassan certainly has a bit of a following in the DMV area. Dare I say, almost famous. Got a impressive resume, playing at the professional level, and a whole bunch of, call it, underground clubs seeking him for his extraordinary skill set on the ball. And the ball lumped all the way forward for Hassan. Look at that touch. You just know Ramsey Hassan's going to be able to take the ball out of the air and control it. And as Fuentes over to the left side. Repelled. And SYC elect to hold possession. They go backwards. And here's another ball lumped. Not the worst decision. Ball was offsides. Mondragon wouldn't have known that. Here comes Mondragon from Bermudez. Here's Agin finding Musa, and back to Addy. IK Addy under some pressure. Looked like he almost made it through, but in the end, the 3 men was too much. Ooh, his Hassan. Ramsey Hassan, Chad Bailey off his line, and Bailey had to be alert to the danger there. Mondragon finding Truman. Truman dancing a little bit on the ball. Tries to pass it down the line to find Sotomayor, but nipped out by the SYC player. And the ball goes forward yet again. SYC finding Hassan. And there's a ball out to the wing, no one's there. There's Abdul Kabadi in pursuit there. Ramsey serves it down for Fuentes. And turned over by SYC. Back in SYC's hands. Kennedy. Alex Kennedy. Drops it back. Pressure from Umanzor. Addy, his partner in the midfield, up to help. Well, won, but not convincingly by Estudiantes, and then kind of just dribbled into the corner. Or rather served into the corner. Long ball. Up and to the left. Nothing doing for Kabani. A little bit slick today. It's going to be tough to serve those aerial balls without the ball kind of drifting through either to the goalkeeper or out of bounds. As Estudiantes take the throw. Goes back up in the air. Well controlled by SYC. Kabani. Hassan back. Mahano. There's pressure from Estudiantes. Bernardo Mahano under some pressure again. Manzour won the ball. Play on, says the referee. Not a lot of men in support. And eventually, that one back from Sotomayor. Ooh, Abdul Kabani. Looked like he faked himself out. There is the foul. There is Augustine Mosquera. Looks like he's going to send everyone forward. And back to Manzour. Sammy Emanuel working for that. Estudiantes haven't had a whole lot of ball since their early part of the game. It's been all SYC, as here comes SYC again. They haven't been able to do a whole lot with it. Addy. And out to Emanuel, who's immediately under pressure. Finds his counterpart, Mondragon, but unable to retain possession. Kennedy for SYC. Hassan. Ramsey Hassan, uncharacteristic turnover. And here's Truman. Truman directly through to Samson Emanuel. With Kennedy in isolation, he switches it. Good switch. And that one taken. First time. Good try from Estudiantes. Simi HW, XYC solo. Only SYC in the chat, that's right. And here comes Sosa. Sosa with the goal kick, flicked on. Hassan. Ramsey Hassan retains possession. There's Bernardo Mahano. Oh, served up for Abdul Kabani, but he couldn't control that one. Certainly a good ball by Mahano. And there is Pierce Agin. Pierce Agin tries to go direct, but takes a deflection and doesn't work out. Ramsey Hassan makes everyone look like they're standing still. And there's a great tackle in there from Mondragon, who intercedes. Ramsey Hassan with the throw. Back to the midfield. All the way back to Sosa. There's a long ball through, not completely dealt with, but there's a great challenge from Agin. And forward we go again. Here is Estudiantes. Manzour to Addy. Addy giving it over to Truman. Truman looking for space, finds Addy. Well, this is more positive from Estudiantes. Estudiantes going back to Agin. Bermudez from his left back position. Sorry. Center mid position. And there is Bailey, goalkeeper on the ball, who kind of waits and then lumps it forward into the midfield. Almost a flick on from Addy, but somehow falls to his feet. Mondragon under pressure. And Kennedy waited. And now he gets it back from Sosa, who showed a lot of composure there under heavy pressure from Emmanuel. Ball heavily contested in the midfield by Umanzor and the Estudiantes midfield, but in the end falls to the feet of Ramzi Hassan. That one straight through. Great tackle. I believe that was Mascara for Estudiantes who made that tackle. And it's a throw in for SYC. Here comes the throw. Lily Arnaz. Still in. And that is Billy Arnaz is going to serve this corner kick in. Who can he find? There is an open header. I believe that could have been Ramzi Hassan, but Chad Bailey with a good save. Mascara to Umanzor. Musa. Mascara in pressure. Wins it, but SYC win the throw-in. Here is Matthew Troyman. Correction, that will be Mascara takes the throw. Well flicked on by Ike Addy, and another flick on. The pressure from Emmanuel. It was Sotomayor with the second flick on, and SYC with Mahano distributing it out to his left. And that's an unforced mistake there. We'll see our first substitution. This is an early substitution for Estudiantes to be making. I'm not sure what. Drawing this one. Well, looks like that's Sotomayor coming out and Musa Abu Ghanam coming in. I think I've been calling someone else Musa the whole time. I think I got most of the names right, but I guess that's one. Maybe I gotta find out who is over there on that right-hand side. I think that might be Franklin Lopez. Ike Addy. There's Ramzi Hassan. Under pressure. Good tackle from CJ Umanzor. And there's Musa. Musa, the real Musa. Sending it out to the left side for SYC. Addy putting in a good challenge. And that one whistled. That's what Estudiantes disagree with that one, but on to the next one, says the referee. And here comes a long service, dealt with by Pierce Agin. And Franklin Lopez gives it back to Mascara. Agin up to the midfield. Ooh, that is Bernardo Mahano, who had a little bit of space but wasn't sure where to go. Found his counterpart. That one all the way through to Bailey. And served out to his left side, Mondragon. Musa Abu Ghanam able to win the throw-in. Good pressure from SYC. Back from Bermudez. Bermudez going Everyone misses it in the middle. And there is Emmanuel. Back for CJ Manzour. Crunching tackle to win the ball back from Manzour. Looked like he had lost it. There is a diagonal ball. Not quite effective, but goes back to Sosa for SYC. Well, I've been happy with the play so far. I mean, sloppy at times, but you can see that there is skill. But both defenses have been equal to the task, as Agin sends that one far into the grandstands. There comes SYC. And another throw. Goes down the line. Truman. Well, wins the battle but loses the war. He beats his man but then turns the ball over. Here comes SYC. This is Musa Abu Ghanam, turns the defender very well, finds Emmanuel, and SYC won the challenge there. Potential handball, play on, says the referee. What a turn by Hassan Fuentes. He's been a little quiet lately by his standards, which are very high. And Alex Kennedy goes across. Hassan. He's really all over the field. He wants the ball. And he'll help to get it. There's Truman. Serves it forward. Franklin Lopez. Sorry, Emmanuel. This is Samson Emmanuel. Estudiantes unable to do anything with that one, but they will retain possession. What a turn by Manzour. And still Estudiantes with the shot. That'll trickle through. Not going to trouble Sosa, but it was a shot on frame. On a slick day, you never know what's going to happen. SYC going into the middle. This is Mahano. Mahano in the midfield. And Estudiantes turned that one over as soon as they had it. Kabani. What can Abdul Kabani find? And Hassan, always a safe bet. And there is free kick SYC's way. Kabani was moving too quickly for the Estudiantes defense, and the challenge went in and just had to take him down. Well, who's going to stand over this one? My bet would probably be Mahano. There's a few other candidates in there as well. Here in the 23rd minute. This is going to be a tricky one for Chad Bailey on this very wet day in which it's rained all day. It looks like it could be Fuentes over it. A lot of capable takers in this SYC team. Here comes the kick. And well saved by Chad Bailey. He's been solid the last few games for Estudiantes, and at times better than solid. Estudiantes right now have the lowest goals against per game average. There is the service, and cleared by Estudiantes. They live to breathe another day. but SYC will win the throw-in. Well, I've got my in-game analyst here at my side. Cheryl, what have you seen in this game?
Oh, it's really good.
En español.
El juego está muy bueno, muy bueno. De hecho, el weather forecast dice que está lloviendo o que va a llover, pero ha estado muy seco. It's been dry, so it's not been raining, so it's great.
Well, you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen, from Cheryl Walker, our official analyst up in the booth. And SYC dribbling through, taken down. We could see our first caution of the night, and we will. Yellow card in hand. I think that's going to be Bermudez. That was RJ Fuentes, the man causing the trouble that time. Almost identical to that run from Cabani just a few moments ago, and another bite at the apple for Fuentes if he is going to be the one to take it. Well, Estudiantes really got to be careful about giving away free kicks directly in the center of the field. As I said, it's been raining all day. The turf slippery. As a goalkeeper myself, I know not a day where you never want to face a free kick in the middle of the park, but this is especially so. And it is Fuentes again. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Good save from Chad Bailey, who not only made the save but held on to it. I mean, it looked easy enough, but you see all too often those bounce just away from the goalkeeper and then player tap it in. So very well done. And here come Estudiantes at the feet of Bermudez. Bermudez unable to find Emmanuel, and SYC back in possession. They themselves turn it over, and here comes Ike Addy. Addy, as I mentioned, a veteran in this team. Well, he almost turns it over, but the ball finds its way from Mascara to Umanzor and turned over. A lot of players really uncharacteristically turning the ball over. You don't see a lot of turnovers from Umanzor or Addy or Hassan, but they all have on this day. And it was almost well taken by Ike Addy. Back to the feet of Umanzor with Ramsey Hassan showing great work rate. Alex Kennedy back to Sosa. Sosa, a stalwart back there. He hasn't been tested today, but he's been very good in all competitions for SYC. And here comes SYC. Ramsey Hassan into the middle to Billy Arnez, and back to Hassan. Sorry, that's Fuentes, and Pierce Agan with a crunching tackle gets it away for now. Abdul Kabani tried the give and go, but Pierce Agan sends that over into the next ballpark, possibly the next zip code. Not taking any chances, and we're waiting on another ball. Looks like we're going to see another substitution. Estudiantes is already using 2 of their 7 substitutions here early. Matt Truman coming off in favor of Williams Paz. Manager Pablo Ugarte must have seen something he didn't love. So Paz is going to come in, try to make an impact. And there is SYC and Tim Mahano. And Arnez now working with Fuentes. Mahano to Kennedy. Kennedy turning well, and Ramsey Hassan. Well, couldn't find the pass he wanted. but in the end comes to nothing. He'll get the throw in. Here comes Arnez. Just kind of sizing up his opportunities. Puts a dangerous ball into the back. Miscommunication. And in the end, goalkeeper Bailey will fall on it, but a little bit of hesitation from Bailey. Mondragon wasn't himself sure what to do. Almost an own goal. But we're still 0-0 here. Addy finding Paz, the sub. There's Mondragon. Up, well controlled. And Fuentes dancing, finding Hassan. Mahano. Samson Emmanuel. The man putting pressure on Mahano. Ooh, there's a turnover. Oh, one back by Arnez. Emmanuel left his feet to try to make the challenge ineffectively. And now SYC are driving down this left-hand side. Arnez picking out a pass. Tackled, but only as far as Hassan. Possible foul play on, says the referee. Ramzi Hassan is electric and dealt with. Well, I mentioned Ramzi Hassan at the beginning of this one, ladies and gentlemen. He is absolutely one of the players to watch. He just about single-handedly took it all the way through the Estudiantes defense. Only a last-second clearance helped Estudiantes keep the score level. And Emmanuel trips over the ball a little bit, but likes to slow it down. Emmanuel giving it back, almost turned over. Great pressure. Here is the diagonal ball for a well taken. That was Musa Abu Ghanam, the Estudiantes player with the lovely touch. He was offsides, but still give him credit for that excellent touch on the ball. Alex Kennedy doesn't like what he sees going forward and goes back to his keeper, Sosa. Abdul Kabani turns it over. And Addy goes back to Agin. Mascara finds Lopez. Lopez streaking, finding Addy. Addy controls it well enough. One to beat. Oh, and he dribbles it out just for a goal kick. Addy did the hard part there in controlling that first pass and finding himself in a little bit of space in the corner, but the next touch let him down. Kennedy playing it in the middle, which in a game like this has been tough sledding in the middle. Ramzi Hassan, he's not afraid. Here is Bernardo Mahano. And backwards goes SYC. This match has certainly been a bit of a chess match. You have to go forward before going back and then waiting to set up your attack. Can't just lump balls forward. It hasn't worked out so far, at least. There's an easy foul in the middle on Lopez. Quickly taken for Williams Paz. Estudiantes over to Mondragon. The man on, and SYC quickly win it back. And SYC find the feet of Arnez, who puts one forward. And Augustine Mosquera gives it back to Bailey. I think the team wanted Bailey to come, but Bailey smartly asking for the header back. He had it covered the whole time. A little bit of pressure on Agin. Agin finds Paz. Ooh, just a foot. Deflected that pass from Paz, which could have been deadly. There is a strong tackle from Kevin Bermudez, who has then himself fouled by Fuentes. And Estudiantes get a free pass out. There is a long ball forward. One back by SYC. I was just speaking a moment ago, this isn't a game where you can really lump the ball forward and expect anything. That's just what Estudiantes tried there, and it hasn't worked out. Estudiantes definitely the ones with less possession thus far, as SYC go and try the same thing as I say it. Try to lump one forward, it goes right to Bailey with not really any hope of anyone getting on the end of that. Agin. Well, it looked like Umanzor wanted a little help there. Ball forward. Chad Bailey controlled well. And ball goes out to Bermudez. Kevin Bermudez finding Mondragon, not finding Mondragon. Ball had gone. We're back to Mahano. Arnez. Going back to his back line. SYC showing patience here. Fuentes goes back to Arnez. RJ Fuentes serving a diagonal ball, easily dealt with by Mosquera. And Lopez gives it right back to Mosquera. Finds CJ Umanzor. No foul, says the referee. It's good physical defense. Umanzor did lose it, but his teammates had his back. Here's Mondragon. Bermudez. Not under a lot of pressure. Gives it back to Mondragon. Emmanuel. He lost the ball, but then was immediately grabbed and stepped on by Kennedy. So Estudiantes given another free pass out of the back. Ike Addy, I think he's saying, settle it down, guys. His teammates might have wanted to go quickly there. What can Estudiantes find here? Kevin Bermudez with a low driven ball. Well, I didn't see what happened. Musa Abuganan is down. A lot of shouts from the Estudiantes players. SYC players said they both went for it equally. I don't think we're going to see a foul. I think this is a drop ball. Good stuff from our center official, Luis Mejia, to go check on the player, even though it wasn't a foul. If it's a head injury, you got to make sure there's no serious brain damage, and onwards we play. Ball from Umanzor goes out wide. That is certainly offsides for Lopez. And here comes SYC. Ball goes up and over for Cabani, who will just about get there. And Williams Paz with a sticking tackle. Sends it forward for Lopez, who can't control it. Arnez in space, dribbling, finding a little bit of space. Unable to find the goal, but I think we're gonna have a corner kick here. I did see our center official pointing out to the flag. Street as a non-football fan, once you put these glasses on, take a look, see what you think about this service from SYC. It's taken short, and it goes out for a goal kick. Estudiantes quickly played from the feet of Bailey out to Bermudez. Mondragon takes it inside of Hassan, and Estudiantes are still keen on playing from the back. Out. Ball back in play, controlled by Mondragon down the line to Emmanuel. And now back to Bermudez. Umanzor helping out. IK Addy finding Umanzor. And Bermudez out to the left to Mondragon. Mondragon under a little bit of pressure. Addy there to help out Umanzor. That one controlled, but one back by Estudiantes. Well, not quite able to be saved by Mondragon. That's why I see we'll go backwards. Here's Fuentes. Back to Mahano. Alex Kennedy driving, finding Arnez, Billy Arnez. That was not far off. A shot from Billy Arnez. Let's take another look, ladies and gentlemen. Gutierrez, Partida. Alejandro Sosa in the chat. Welcome, Sambas. Sambas says, who does our analyst predict will win the game? That's Sambas wants the answer from you, Sydney. Sharita, who do you got in this one? In Spanish, please. Por favor, en español. And loud for the microphone.
Yo creo que
Rojo o azul con naranja.
Yo creo que
There's Mascara up to Lopez. Lopez trying to find Emmanuel.
espero que azul con naranja.
Azul con naranja. Well, you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Our analyst is picking SYC in this one. Can't falter for the pick. SYC have had a lot of possession today. They've looked very good, probably had the better chances. Actually, probably the only chances. Estudiantes, though, they are a formidable opponent. They haven't lost or tied to this point. Probably their most impressive result was against Virginia Dream in week 1. The only team to defeat Virginia Dream in either this season or the last. But Virginia Dream has certainly bounced back from that. They are far and away the highest goal differential team. They don't give up a lot, and they score a ton. So Estudiantes and Virginia Dream will square off in the final week of the regular season, so look forward to that one. And I'm sure they're both playoff potential teams. As this SYC gets it out to Abdul Kabani. And Abdul Kabani, not the best decision. Haven't seen a whole lot from Kabani yet. I'll try to get into this game. I don't see Gunther Jean-Louis. He was one of the players I had picked to be an impact player of the game. I think he's on the bench for now. And there is a foul from Alex Kennedy. Hard foul on Musa Abugani. I think we're going to see CJ Umanzor. I think Estudiantes wanted a little more than a simple foul there. But here comes Mondragon. Mondragon serving. Ball tucked into the corner for Abugani. Well, as I said, Estudiantes haven't had a ton of chances yet. This could be where they get on the board. They've got a couple of players who are very dangerous on set pieces. Pierce Agin comes to mind. He scored one of the crucial goals in that first match against Virginia Dream. I think they're going to send him forward. Yep, number 5 at the back post. Bermudez, also very good in the air. His tall frame. Watch number. Here comes the ball. It's low. Not a good service. And that is the end of the half. It certainly could have been interesting. Ramzi Hassan was breaking there, but we'll have another 45 minutes to see how these teams differentiate themselves. Sydney, what were your thoughts on the first half? I mean, we heard your pick, SYC United, as a kind of a first-time or second-time viewer this season. What's it like? What's the VSSL experience? Tell the fans why they should come out here.
Well, you should definitely come because you get to see the play live. It's another experience when you're here and you see what's going on and the players' emotions. And sometimes it gets really entertaining, so you should definitely come.
You heard it here. Cheryl Sidney, why you need to come out here and enjoy VSSL football live. I mean, you can already enjoy it live from home, as many of you are now, but come out here for a game. I mean, it's actually rather nice. It rained earlier in the day.
You're home, you have the night free with your friends or family.
Speaking of game day experience, I think it's time for you to get back on the mic, on the DJ.
Yeah, so I'll get back.
We're going to play some music, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to turn the music off. You have to come in person to get the music experience because the video will get taken down for copyright infringement on YouTube. They don't like when we play copyrighted music, so you're going to get the elevator music, and we'll be right back with you in just about 5 to 7 minutes. Don't go anywhere on DMV Sports Media YouTube Live. We have this VSSL action coming right back. Estudiantes 0, SYC United 0. Hello again and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So, first half, as I saw Osama asked, what's it looking like? He just joined. First half was, in my opinion, a well-fought battle. SYC saw a majority of the possession. They had better chances on goal, but neither side really was able to test the opposition keeper. Chad Bailey made the best of the saves. Alejandro Sosa was ready, but didn't have to do a whole lot. I think both sides will hope to do a little bit better. I see a few substitutions. Ramsey Hassan not on the pitch right now, but we do see Luis Aguilar, number 11. He is electric. Oh, Hassan is coming on. Okay, this could be electric. Estudiantes seem to be lined up just about the same as they came off. So, to answer your question, not a whole lot you've missed so far, Osama, but I think the second half is really going to open up. A lot of firepower out there between both teams. Ike Addy and CJ Umanzor, and they're in that midfield for Estudiantes. Samson Emmanuel, the counterpart to Aguilar, and here we go. Ball goes forward. Agin plays it all the way up. Daryl, can you switch screens to the one? That's okay, I got it. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. This SYC take it down this right side. Mahano retaining possession. Mahano in between three players, pushed off the ball by Umanzor. And now Estudiantes with Paz giving it over to Umanzor. Umanzor slowing it down smartly all the way back to Bermudez, who gives it to Agin. Agin impatiently trying to find Emmanuel on that wing, but that ball sails far out of bounds. And Billy Arnez for SYC, giving it over to Jonah Romero. Jonah Romero, a second half addition, one of the leaders within this team. As I mentioned, a lot of star power out here, both sides. Here's Manzor. Manuel takes it around Aguilar, and here is Masquera, the Argentine, going backwards. Agin over to Bermudez. Cheap giveaway. SYC will not mind at all, and Agin will return for the giveaway. Agin driving, a lot of space in front of him, gives it right to Musa Abughanam, and now SYC put it back to Sosa. RJ Fuentes under pressure from Ike Addy. Addy still there. Arnez to Aguilar. Watch out for Aguilar. He is electric. The back heel. There is a great shot. Oh my goodness, what a goal. SYC are cooking now. Well, I mentioned the pairing of Aguilar, RJ Fuentes, Ramsey Hassan, Bernardo Mahano, Romero. I mean, so much star power out there, and what a finish. What a goal. Arnez. Let's take a look at that replay, ladies and gentlemen. What a goal. Let's update that scoreboard for you, ladies and gentlemen. Well, not a shock to anyone who's been watching any amount of this game that SYC are the ones to go forward. and get the first goal. They have been the ones in possession and with the majority of the chances, but it does come. Ike Addy with a turnover, one back by Umanzor, and just lumped out of bounds by Estudiantes. They're in trouble now. They need to kind of find a new game plan because so far they just haven't been able to find the passes that allow them to dictate the play. There's Addy. He's usually the ones that allow them to do it. Ike Addy doing what he does best. Mondragon getting it back from CJ Umanzor. There is a pass across the back line. Addy back to Mascara. Mascara finding Williams Paz, who could not control, but Paz going through that one. Well, Paz did lose the ball, but he did very well to quickly get on his horse and work hard to make sure he got the ball back. Quickly taken back to Kennedy. Alex Kennedy out to Hassan, who turns it over into the middle. Williams Paz. Musa Abu Ghani tries to square it with a floated ball. There was no one really there. I don't think that was the right pass. Ike Addy was riding the challenge, and now it's CJ Manzor. Nope. All the way back to Romero. Who gives it to Hassan. Here comes SYC. They're trying to find that wing, but well covered by Mondragon, who puts it back in bounds. Well, I think the best thing for Estudiantes is they gave up that goal with so much time here in the second half. If they are going to play differently, they have their time to do it. As we see, I believe it's Gunther Jean-Louis warming up here on this near side. Who would he replace? Aguilar. Oh, just a little bit too much juice. Possibly the wet conditions played a factor there. And Agan receives the throw. Who is he finding? No one. Well, said it once, these long balls just aren't doing it for Estudiantes. Ramzi Hassan takes on a man, squares it. This is dangerous. Estudiantes have numbers. As a ball forward. This is looking very promising. There's a shot. Oh, that just is not going to trouble Sosa. Well, I don't mind the confidence. He did have a little bit of help there. It's easy to look at the shot and say, should have done better, but positive nonetheless from Estudiantes. Emmanuel. And here is a ball up over the top for Aguilar. That is offsides. Arnez continuing to put pressure. Mondragon goes back to Bailey. Chad Bailey serving it out to the right. RJ Fuentes serving it out left. Bernardo Mahano. Ramzi Hassan, there is another one. Oh my goodness. Ramzi Hassan. SYC are looking good tonight, ladies and gentlemen. There is a second goal from SYC. This one on the foot of Ramzi Hassan's strike. Let's take another look. Well, Estudiantes down 2 goals. We'll find out what they're made of. Bermudez back to Agan. This is Aguilar. Looks like we are going to see the yellow card. A lot of opinions here. We'll just hope the player is okay, Aguilar. Well, as I said, thoughts and prayers for the player, and Aguilar looks like he will walk this one off. That's we're all relieved to see. And a yellow card for Agustin Mosquera. Aguilar will play on. And now, the service from Bernardo Mahano. SYC don't really need to push too many numbers forward here, and in the end they'll just go short. Mahano in a little bit of space. RJ Fuentes going out to Ramzi Hassan. Now Estudiantes have a chance. They'll need to make the most of this. That's a well-timed ball. Musa Abu Ghani tried to take it around the man. Unable to. And we will see a substitution coming in for Estudiantes. Franklin Lopez, he's put in a solid shift here. Seth Stennett going in. It looks like Stennett will be immediately called on for the long ball service. Well, we know what this means. Estudiantes have this weapon from Stennett, the long throw-in. It's worked for them before. Alejandro Sosa will have to be vigilant here. Here comes that delivery. And well done from SYC. CJ Umanzur tried the kick, didn't catch it cleanly. Here's Williams Paz, 2 men to beat. Well served ball. And that's going to be a throw in. Honestly, at this point, the Estudiantes players don't care if it's a corner or a throw. It's about the same when you got Stennett in there serving. His throw-ins are just that potent. We'll see the same thing coming from the near side. It's not always the prettiest strategy. It's not the Yoga Veneta game of tiki-taki passing, but it is effective, and here it comes. Well, the service is there. Estudiantes have to be a little hungrier if they want to make the most, and here's CJ Umanzor shooting, blocked. Umanzor still on the ball. This one cracked. And long ball up for Aguilar. Everyone is up there for Estudiantes. What can Aguilar do? Aguilar with the back heel. There is a goal. SYC are firing on all cylinders tonight. Excellent finish by number 2. Don't have the name in front of me at the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know who number 2 was, I'd like to give him a shout out. Jose Romero. Jose Romero with that strike. take another look. Well, tough wake-up call for Estudiantes, not having tied or lost any games this season, but at the same time, possibly good. You don't want to just go through the season thinking you're all good until it's too late to change anything before playoffs. I think Estudiantes will look at this result and see where they need to be. Having said that, there's a lot of time here tonight, so maybe I shouldn't be talking about this game like it's already over. I just haven't seen anything from Estudiantes that lets me think they're able to get back into the game at this moment. Here is Arnez, RJ Fuentes, Jose Romero, Luis Aguilar, CJ Omanzor, Alex Kennedy. Turn that one over to the sub. Was Williams Paz who took on the shot. Ball in for SYC. Luis Aguilar. No advantage, says our center, Luis Mejia. And here comes the service from Billy Arnez. Well risen by Hassan. And that's going to be offsides. Seth Stennett. Ooh, lost in possession by Aguilar. Stennett needed to be a little quicker there. El Grande. Back. Mahano back to Kennedy. And out wide for San. Sosa lays it out to his right. And here is a long ball up for the striker in Jose Romero. There's a couple of Romeros in this team. Billy Arnez finds Mahano. AK Addy. Addy still in possession. Emmanuel. Nowhere to go. And there will be a free kick for Estudiantes. They'll take it quickly. It looks like we will see a substitution. Luis Aguilar. There's the man in. Gunther Jean-Louis. It's the man we were talking about earlier. Impact player. I mean, a little late now. The job seems to have mostly been done, but it won't hurt SYC to have Gunther Jean-Louis in the game. Especially good to give Luis Aguilar a chance to rest. We're glad to see him up on his feet after that crunching tackle, but no need for him to push his luck. There's Jean-Louis. Estudiantes wanted the foul. Nothing doing. And here is Jose Romero. Dancing. Finding Grande. There is Williams Paz. Mondragon. Mondragon finding Pierce Agan. Umanzor. Dispossessed, but Seth Stennett trying to find Emmanuel. There is the foul. Doesn't like that. He's going to get a yellow card. We will see substitution. It's Ariel Grande coming out and Sebastian Diosis slotting in on the right, and that means we will see Jonah Romero moving out to this left side. So onwards we play. And to the midfield for Mahano. Jonah Romero. Finding Jean-Louis. Samson Emmanuel. Finding Addy. Addy. Ball going back. Rara Mahano. Ramsey Hassan. There is Jose Romero. Offsides. Musa Abagani. CJ Manzour calmly taking it. Giving it to Williams. Paz finding the corner. So many bodies from SYC there to deal with that. Well, SYC seemed to know how to handle this part of the game. That's not going to do it. Seth Stennett just giving it right to Sosa, who will take it down to his feet, and now finally with hands. Well, I was just about to say, Estudiantes are going to need to be surgical to break down this well-organized SYC team that know they don't have to score, but lumping balls in over the top isn't going to do that. I know it can be tempting as Jean-Louis puts it forward. Gunther Jean-Louis, he's in. Gunther Jean-Louis with the finish. Ball pinballed around. And excellently finished. I think that's why he was onside, was because the ball pinballed. It wasn't played off by his own player. It came off an Estudiantes player. And let's take a look. Well, Chris, excellent prediction. Excellent prediction on Gunther Jean-Louis. I'll take a little credit too. I had him as one of my players to watch in this game. I mean, some other players got it done first, but a guy comes in, he scores a goal. It's not easy to do, so I'm with you, Chris. Fuentes finding Jonah Romero. Gunther Jean-Louis fouled. He almost felt the foul coming as he took it inside of Addy. A little bit of frustration certainly mounting here for Estudiantes, down 4-0. And a player of Gunther Jean-Louis' talent beats you, you're not going to let him beat the whole defense again. Nothing malicious, just the way it is. There's going to be a throw-in for SYC, who, again, not in any hurry here. Well, Addy found himself not in the best situation. Well, we're going to see another substitution here for SYC. Bernardo Mahano, the man coming off, in favor of Tomas Chavez. Chavez, the recent addition to this SYC side. And here is the throw from Fuentes. Dealt with initially. Billy Arnez dancing on the ball. Going back. Samson Emmanuel. And there's Mo Bashir getting released by Stennett, but never really had a shot at the ball, and now SYC can take their time. That fourth goal really took the wind out of the sails of Estudiantes, and to be honest, there wasn't a lot of wind in the sails to begin with today. Sometimes it's just not your day. Okay, Addy. There is a shot, and deflected into the arms of Sosa. Here's Gunther Jean-Louis under pressure. Lost. And Samson Emmanuel gives it to Mosquera. CJ Manzor. CJ. Another shot right at Sosa. Here comes a long ball from Sosa, trying to catch this back line of Estudiantes napping. It is dealt with by Agan. Tomas Chavez. Gunther Jean-Louis. And Jonah Romero. Well, perhaps the big storyline isn't Estudiantes crashing and burning tonight. The big storyline is this is SYC. They're the real deal. Samson Meniel coming off. And this is Henry Barr coming on. Agustin Mosquera turns it on. And that ball going all the way to Stennett. Stennett gonna go back to Chad Bailey under a little bit of pressure. Plays this one out to the left. And SYC are just a step ahead all the way tonight. This ball goes into the corner for Sebastian Diosas. There comes another sub. is Malik Walker, who just entered the fray. Romario Romero. Another long ball from Estudiantes. This time it does find the feet of Williams Paz, who in the end finds Musa Abu Ghanam. This one out wide. Abu Ghanam fouled. Played on, says the referee. Williams Paz playing it. Kennedy, second man to the ball, gets there. Almost kept in. Well, this one may not have a whole lot left in it, but we have really exciting matches all week. Please join us tomorrow, either live or in person. Bryant High School, 9 p.m. We do have North Stars FC, who have been hot, especially last week, putting a ton of goals, 6-1 over Barcroft. North Stars FC will play Blazers FC. Blazers actually won a 1-0 victory over this SYC side a couple weeks ago, but aside from that, rather innocuous campaign so far this season. Both those teams really need points. There's a great ball in. Oh my goodness, what a save by Sosa. Well, it really looked like Estudiantes might pull one back, but Alejandro Sosa makes a point-blank save here late in the game. Gunther Jean-Louis. Ball taken off him by Stennett. And now Henry Barr. Ramsey Hassan lays it through to Bermudez. Bermudez is gonna weigh his options. They're tired of turning the ball over. Seth Stennett. Agustin Mascara to the midfield. Barr finds Mobashir. Mobashir up to Henry Barr and deflected for a corner. Let's take a look at that save. A few moments ago. It was Mobashir who was denied, but just really an excellent save from Alejandro Sosa. As this one served in, not get in trouble. That's what I see. So instead it fumbled the ball, but nothing doing. There is Gunther Jean-Louis. And played forward for CJ Manzour. Henry Barr taking the throw. Well, SYC take over again. Ball played in. Henry Barr, great move. And pushed off by the SYC defender. Almost Chavez moving through the middle. He saw Addy coming. He said, "No way, I'm going this way." Williams Paz putting a little pressure. And back to Sosa. Sosa trying to find Malik Walker. Here's Umanzur. Augustine Mosquera finding Addy. Addy with the back, behind the back pass. Again, turned over. And this is dangerous. That is definitely offsides. Malik Walker, a little too ambitious with his run there. As I said, North Stars and Blazers squaring off tomorrow, Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Then Thursday, we have a few delicious matchups. It's a rematch of Alexandria United and Elite FC. I'll tell you the other one in just a moment. Here's Ramsey Hassan. Hassan, shooting chance. Oh, you just always thought you liked him in that one. Ramsey Hassan makes it 5. Let's take a look. Well, tough one tonight for Estudiantes, and really, really strong performance for SYC. 5-0. I don't think anyone predicted that. I certainly did like SYC as a team to watch tonight. I figured the standings weren't a great indication of just how good this match would be, but instead it was the opposite of what maybe some might have thought based on standings. It was SYC dominating all night, and you see it in the scoreline, 5-0. To be honest, doesn't really flatter SYC. It's been them all day. Aside from one great stop from Sosa, there haven't been a ton of chances on that side of the field. Fuentes receiving, doing well. Romero finding Fuentes. Ramsey Hassan to Fuentes. Jonah Romero finding the streaking Fuentes, but Chad Bailey only so far. Well, Bailey getting it back at his feet. And Ike Addy. Sharita, will you read out the comments for me? Can you pull up the YouTube page? You know how to use 3 fingers? There is a ball squared to the top of the box. Williams Paz parried away by Sosa. There is Romero. Ramsey Hassan is just so good. Ike Addy. Possibly fouled, possibly not, but referee saw it as a foul, and that's the way it is. Bermudez taking it around the man. There's the ball over to Gunther Jean-Louis. Gunther playing it over to his right, finding Malik Walker. Walker backwards to Sebastian Diosas. Here is a shooting opportunity for Billy Arnez. Well, a lot of those shots tonight have come from deep. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at that save a few moments ago from Sosa. That was was a good save. I think the other save from Sosa was better. Thank you. Well, I see a lot of support in the chat. Gunther, Jean-Louis, and SYC in total. Love to see it. My people, thanks for joining us tonight on DMV Sports Media.
Does Tim playing any of these teams?
Tim? Yeah, so my analyst is referencing Tim Sabine. He is a crucial player for Estudiantes. Scored 2 goals last week and 1 the week before. They certainly missed him tonight. I don't know that he would be the one to make the difference, but you never know. I certainly think he would make some difference. There's a workhorse for 90 minutes. Malik Walker, oh my goodness. Just wide. Just wide of the frame by Walker. You thought for sure it'd be 6, but Chad Bailey did well to narrow the angle and put him off. I believe Tim Sabine is hurt, injured. No, sick tonight. Picked up a little illness over the weekend. A lot of people are sick right now. We know from experience. You may hear it in my voice, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pushing through some sinus pressure and mucus, but bronchitis. I'm not supposed to talk about mucus on the air, according to my wife here. So, my apologies.
That is so gross.
Yeah. Well, we're in the late night hour. The kids have gone to sleep. Anyone still listening can handle a little talk of mucus.
Stop saying that word. You're terrible.
And here goes the ball through to Gunther Jean-Louis. Jean-Louis with 1 to beat. Taking his time with it. Putting it out to Malik Walker. There's Ramsey Hassan with the quick feet. Back to Jean-Louis. There is Chad Bailey. That was a little anticlimactic. I think Jean-Louis will know he could have done much better based on his standards. There's Ike Addy. Ooh, this is looking good. Estudiantes Musa Abu Ghanam. Ike Addy. Well tackled from Alex Kennedy.
Who's the guy that got drafted to play semi-professional or professional in one of these?
Well, so a lot of these players have played at the professional and semi-professional level, but I think you're referring to Ryan Bilal in the Maryland Super Soccer League. Big shout out to Ryan. He made his first debut and goal for FC Cincinnati 2
Oh, wow.
in MLS Next Pro. So there are a lot of really high-level players, you know, playing in this Super League, both in Maryland, the MSSL, and Virginia, here the VSSL. Ramsey Hassan and Mahano, Romero, Arnez, just to name a few players who have played either at that professional or international level, even in some cases. Romero being a Guam international player. I hate to start mentioning the resumes of some of these players because then I realize there's so many that I'm leaving out, you know, who have played professionally, and I'm not able to recite them all off the top of my head. Fortunately, I'm not a human Wikipedia page yet, but I do try. But Ryan Bilal.
Yeah, I will try to do more things on the Facebook page because
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are on Facebook.
Yeah, you heard that here first, ladies and gentlemen. Look forward to soon to be coming Super Soccer League Facebook page, as well as possible future bilingual commentary options. Unfortunately, my Spanish is in progress.
Yes, he's working
Yo
on it.
aprendo español.
Él está aprendiendo español.
Sí, un poco español, un momento. as SYC working it around. Well, you tell the good people that bilingual offerings and Facebook page are coming in Spanish.
Español nicaragüense. No sé otro español.
You only know Nicaraguan Spanish, that is.
Pero se traduce a todos los lenguajes.
No, I just was asking if you wanted to tell the people in Spanish that you will be adding a Spanish, primarily Spanish Facebook page and Spanish commentary.
Para toda la comunidad que habla español, que todos estamos en Facebook. Y yo, incluyéndome yo, mayormente uso Facebook. Mostly use Facebook.
See? Facebook de Nicaragua. There is a shot.
Oh my God.
And there is a goal. All this talk of Spanish Facebook. I think that was Paz. Let's take a look. Paz or Lopez for Estudiantes. Let's take a look at the replay. And just like that, that is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. And Sosa's not happy he didn't get his clean sheet. He played really well tonight. Sosa doing really well. An excellent performance from SYC all around to to assert themselves towards the top of this table here. Estudiantes back to the drawing board. They still in that top 4 playoff spots, so they'll be all right. A lot of good players in this team. A lot to learn from tonight. They'll look at this tape and reevaluate. A lot of games left. I think we'll see both of these teams later, closer to postseason. Thanks for joining us on this live stream on DMV Sports Media on YouTube, VSSL Live. I've had a lot of fun. Hopefully you've enjoyed our shenanigans here on the mic. Tune in the rest of the week, Wednesday, Thursday. I can't promise we'll have commentary for everyone, but I can promise we will always have every match live streamed on YouTube. And so I look forward to seeing you then. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Estudiantes won. SYC, your winners tonight with 5 goals. Have a good night. I'll see you later this week.